Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, and today I have set number 75267. This is the LEGO Star Wars Mandalorian Battle Pack. It comes with 102 pieces, 4 minifigures, and we'll start off with the box art. It has the 4 minifigures with the rest of the set in the front, with some buildings and just like the floor. And then there's also, of course, Darth Vader on the top right, because this is one that it came out in the January wave. The bottom just has words. Side has a little picture of the speeder. The top shows you the actual size of one of the minifigures. The other side, words, and then the back shows you a little bit about the set, with showcasing a little bit more detail on the figures and the speeder bike, and showing it that it has stud shooters and that stuff. But now we will look at the instructions. And here are the instructions. It has the same art as the box, and it also shows you the instructions plus thing where you could scan it and have the instructions online or whatever. It shows you how to build it. It also shows you piece count, and then there's some ads for the Skywalker Saga 2020 game that's coming out later in the year, and all the other January 2020 Star Wars sets that came out at the same time as the Mandalorian Battle Pack. But that's it for the instructions. Now we will look at the minifigures. And the first minifigure is this Mandalorian. There's 4 Mandalorians in the set, but they don't really have names, so I'm just gonna just save the Mandalorian. But this set also comes with a bunch of extra gear for the Mandalorians, and I didn't put all of them on, but I'm just letting you guys know that there is some extra gear if you want to put them on the figures. But we'll start off with the first Mandalorian. He has some nice blue pants, light blue pants, same with the arms. He has some black gloves with the belt and some more shirt detail for the Mandalorian, and it kind of reflects a little bit. You can kind of see it's a little shiny. He has a just basic stud shooter, and they all have the same face, just like that, like the real Mandalorian. And then she has that nice orange around the black part of her helmet, and then there's just the equipment piece here that you can bring down, and you can make them look like it's scanning something. And then she has a dark brown or black cape, and then under the cape there's just some more shirt detail, and kind of the same as the front. But now we will look at the next Mandalorian. And here's the next Mandalorian. I would say this is one of the most interesting as far of colors, because usually Mandalorians are all dark or blue or red or stuff like that, but this one is green and it looks really cool. She has the same detail as the other Mandalorian we just looked at on her torso or pants. It's just a different color, and she has the brown gloves and some green armor, which is pretty cool. And she also has a belt and stud shooter like all of them. And then her helmet has some little detail above her face, which is pretty cool. And then there's some blue paint lines, which looks really nice. And she also has a brown cape, where under the cape is just some more detail, same as the other Mandalorian. And then she just has the visor, same like the other Mandalorian. And the next Mandalorian has some brown and orange color. He has no detail on his pants, but there is some good detail on her torso, or his torso. He has the stud shooter and the orange helmet with more detail, but it's just gray, and it's in different spots, or silver. And then under the cape, which is brown, or he has just more detail like most of the other Mandalorians, same type of detail. And here is the last Mandalorian, which has some gray and blue color, and he has some nice printing on his legs. I think that's kind of the best printing out of all of them on their legs. And there's some shields or armor on his legs. He has a stud shooter, same detail on the torso with the armor and the belt. And then he has a mossy green cape, which has the same detail underneath as the other Mandalorians. And then he has the purple splatters of paint around his head, which looks really nice. And then he has just the silver, like all of them, around his black face. But that's it for the minifigures. Now we'll look at the actual set. And there's two parts of the set, being the speeder bike and like the side rock build. And we'll first look at the side rock build because it's a little bit smaller. And it's basically just on a like 6x6 plate, I believe. Yeah, 6x6 plate, and it just has some nice rock detail all around. And then there's a little clip here for the Mandalorian to put their stud shooter, if you want to clip it. And if they don't want to clip it, you can put it on this stud right here, and then you could have the Mandalorian stand in the back and like shoot with the stud shooter, and he'll have a little like rock to protect him, which looks pretty cool. And that's really it for the rock work. But now we'll look at the actual speeder. And here is the speeder. We'll start off with the front part. There's a little light for it to direct the speeder in the dark. There's some fins or stuff to give it some more speeder detail. There's the two stud shooters on the back, which you know how it works. You just push that, and it goes flying away. And then there's just a G-slope there, some more detail there. And then there's the piloting seat, or the driver's seat, and then you have the control here. There's also some more detail here, and with that triangle piece. And then also, this is darker gray, this is lighter gray. I kind of like that they changed the color on each side. Same with the back of the speeder. You have the G-slope, and then like one is like the tan or gray. One is the gray, and then one is like the brown or tan. And then there's just some more detail here. And then here's the engine part, I believe, where that's where the exhaust goes out, so it could go flying. But then there's the pilot seat, and you could just put your Mandalorian right there, and you could have him drive or pilot the speeder. And this set also comes with some extra pieces for the Mandalorians. You have some extra visors and stuff like that. And then there's also a lot of extra studs for the stud shooters. And then there's just some Technic pieces and for the stud shooters and just stuff like that. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.